I was here when Duke football was kind of at a down, and we had a couple of struggling seasons, and just being a captain to me just means that I need to keep this culture that we have in Duke football right now around, and really just to grow it, because all we want to do is grow to excellence and mastery, as what Coach Diaz talks about. And so I think that's the biggest meaning of captain to me, is just continuing to build the program in the way that it's going now and continue to hold us to high standards of culture.
I think the key point is that what does Duke football mean to you, right? And are you playing for something bigger than yourself? And great teams, that's what they do. They play for the ideal. They play for the brotherhood in the locker room. They play not to let the man next to them down. And so keeping that, connectivity and keeping that bond that makes Duke so special, I think is the key for us.
Shotgun, Minsa ready, he's got it. Looking downfield, backpedals, rolls to the right, launches in zone for Hagens. He's got it! Touchdown! Samir Hagens reels it in, and the Blue Devils find pay dirt. Off the left hash, here's the snap on 3rd and goal. Minsa to throw, rolls to the right, in zone for King, and it's a touchdown! Landon King with his first touchdown in a Blue Devil uniform. Here's the snap. Minsa, deep drop, fires for Shepard on the left, and he'll take it in for the touchdown. His first career touchdown. Here's the snap, awkward looking handoff. Retzloff tucks to run and gets through the middle of the defense, stretches, he's in. Another touchdown for Retzloff, his 4th of the ball game. In the end, it was a difficult night in New Orleans for the Blue Devils on the road as they fell 34-27 at the hands of Tulane, now 1-2 on the year as they turn their attention to conference play.
Disappointing performance by our football team. You have to give credit to Tulane. They came out of the blocks hot. I think they had us on our heels a little bit. It took us a while to respond. We did respond. We get a score right before halftime, and then, which is our middle late period, we get the score before halftime, and then we get a great stop and a score coming out of halftime. So suddenly you've got some momentum. It's a 1-score game, and you really feel like we're a play away. Would you get back that next play and give up a couple 3rd down and longs and allow them to drive back and score? And it just, similar to Illinois, they just were able to stay comfortable. I'm proud of our guys for, continuing to battle and making it a 1-score game at the end, but we just gave ourselves too big of a hole to dig ourselves out of.
2nd down and 6. He's to the left of Minsa from the shotgun. Here's the snap. Going to throw this time. They pick up the blitz well. Shot down the right sideline for Brown. He's got it. Spinning out of bounds inside the Tulane 45-yard line.
I think the bright spot so far is we're becoming more explosive on offense, and now we're doing it in a more diverse set of ways. The passing game explosions really showed up early on, and now because of that and the respect that people are showing to our passing game, now we're starting to break long runs. Our yards per carry is way up. Our backs are being productive, and we've got to continue on that. Defensively, I think we're doing a good job on the line of scrimmage. We felt that would be the strength of our team, and our run defense is about 3.5 per game, which is, that's a good spot to be in. We've got to keep that going in the right direction. So I'm proud of that, and then really proud of the step that our kickoff coverage team made. That was a big explosive play in the game where they chose to bring that out and to get that tackle deep in their territory, set us up for the 3 and out. They got our offense a short field to score.
And from the shotgun, here's Retzloff. Design quarterback run to the right, trying to bounce it outside. The Blue Devils are after him, and he'll be dropped for a loss. Day-Day, Stone, and Weaver read it all the way, and he's brought down back at the 7.
I think what we're learning is that that we're still in control, right? That when we play well, we're very difficult to deal with. But our mistakes get us, and I think the 2 places where that's come the most is in the red zone on offense, our inability to finish drive with touchdowns, and then on 3rd down on defense. We've got to get off the field when we're getting people on 3rd down, and once we're able to do that, we will be able to get the ball back to our offense and give them much more opportunities to score. We still control our destiny in this league, and we played 2 very difficult out-of-conference games against 2 difficult opponents. That was a difficult place to play last week. So you get challenged, and when you get challenged, you learn about yourself. So again, we could have played 3 layups and go into league play feeling better, but not really knowing who we are. So we have to respond to that challenge and learn from the lessons we've gotten the last 2 weeks.
Just got to take it step by step. ACC is a super competitive league. You know, we're preparing for battles every week. We know every week is going to come down to the wire. So just, you know, being ready to make that difference, making a play, you know, don't let it pass you by. Don't let opportunities pass you by. So as a team, we've just been working, getting ready to, you know, take our opportunity when it presents itself.
Duke All Access is brought to you by Coca-Cola. Passionate fans and an ice-cold Coca-Cola. Now that's a winning combo. Fan work is thirsty work. Enjoy a Coca-Cola.
I stand alone with fire inside, with passion burning in my veins.
Fact, it's Ford Truck Month. And it's the best time to get a great deal on a new Ford truck. From the company that assembles more vehicles, employs more hourly workers, who help make Ford the best-selling truck brand in the Carolinas. It's Ford Truck Month. Get great deals on a huge selection, and that's a fact. Right now, lease a well-equipped 2025 Ford F-150 STX for just $305 a month, only at your Carolina Ford dealer.
Let's go, bud. Hurry up. Come on. I'm a baseball dad. Just because I didn't go pro doesn't mean my kid won't. See me, Dad.
No pressure, kid. Just everyone watching.
Coach says it doesn't matter if you win or lose the game, but that's what losers say. You got to swivel those hips, right? And you got to swing. Or... And if you don't have the right insurance, you can be paying for this yourself. So get Allstate, save money, and be protected from mayhem. Yeah, like me.
Man, here's the deal. Duke football has become a gritty, hard-nosed, high-functioning team that now has a quarterback that's absolutely electric. So I'm excited to see it.
I stand alone with fire inside, with passion burning in my veins.
With most of his offensive and defensive linemen returning from last year, Duke coach Manny Diaz looked to the transfer portal to find one new piece for each side of the ball. His search netted a pair of standouts from the FCS ranks, as the Blue Devils added starting offensive guard Jordan Larson, who helped South Dakota reach the FCS semifinals last year, and starting defensive tackle Josiah Green, who was a unanimous All-Ivy selection at Dartmouth.
Jordan Larson and Josiah Green have been great additions to our football team. They give you the ability to get older when you feel like your next best guys are maybe not quite ready yet from a maturity and developmental standpoint. And I think that's Jordan's plugged into our offensive line and let those guys really function at a higher level this year than they did last year. And then Josiah just really, fits in great with his movement skills. He's very twitchy, he's hard to block. And with what we do on defense, it was a perfect match. So those guys, no matter what level that they're playing at, our staff did a great job of evaluating them and realized that they could be great fits in what we do on offense and defense.
So I was a walk-on at the University of South Dakota, which was a great experience. My second year, I got a little bit of time as like the sixth lineman, a little bit of like a tight end sometimes, 6 lineman packages, and that was a bunch of fun. And then last year, I was starter at left guard for the whole season, and we went to the semifinals, which was a blast. And we had a ton of fun, had a bunch of success. Played at the best of the FCS. And so I had a blast at South Dakota, but just some things changed after the last season, and that's just why I left.
Well, my senior year, I was unanimous All-Ivy, first team All-Ivy. My junior year, I was second team All-Ivy. I do feel like my trajectory there was kind of unconventional. I came in my freshman year at about 233 pounds playing D-tackle. So then every year I had to gain like 20 to 15 pounds just consistently and try to be able to run on that, play with that, and just get stronger and faster at a new weight. I do feel like my strength and conditioning coach, Spencer Brown, he's now the strength and conditioning coach at Rutgers. I feel like he did a great job with me and with us as a program, just building us up from the ground up. we became players that were just really dominant and gritty. Although I feel like we had a lot of undersized guys, especially up front, like O-line and D-line. But I feel like we just played with the edge and like grit and nastiness that was able to beat a lot of teams that we played.
You know, we played some elite FCS teams in the Valley, like NDSU and such, but like here at this level, like the big thing I've noticed is the depth of the guys. Like they'll bring out their ones, twos, threes, and they're all still very talented. You never have the opportunity to like take a play off or anything. It'd be very locked in every play, and the speed is definitely improved from the FCS.
You're going to go up against bigger competition and better people, first of all, every day in practice. But I think they have both figured out early on that they belong on this level, which I think is why they came here. And they will continue to develop and grow as they get more experience at this level.
Here's the snap, play fake, rolls to the right, in trouble, steps away, down he goes! I think he was sacked before he got rid of it. They say incomplete. Green got him to the ground at the 19-yard line. They're going to talk about it. I thought his knee was down.
Honestly, I feel like the trenches, everybody's going to say that. The trenches is the biggest difference. Besides, I would say Yale, because Yale has pretty big O-linemen. But like now that we just played Illinois, supposedly the best O-line we're going to play, I really feel like there's no difference for me in terms of being able to be physical with those guys, be able to come off the ball and hit them and knock them back. I do feel like as an overall unit, there are bigger O-linemen, I would say that, and just faster players all around, like in the perimeter. But nonetheless, I feel like if you take the best players from the Ivy League at each position group, you can create an FBS team that can compete.
I think we always do a good job of bringing in guys like that in the portal that are kind of like hard-head guys. We had Kendi Charles last year and we lost him, so that's a big loss. And bringing Josiah, and he brings kind of that same workers mentality and play style, honestly. I think he's fit in perfectly like a glove.
And then his work ethic is just off the charts. If you guys don't know, Josiah is the strongest man on the football team, and he pushes for us to be that every single day, whether it's on the field, in the weight room, in the film. So he's just been a blessing to have around and truly encouraging.
My big thing of being the portal is I didn't want to ride the bench at all or anything like that. I wanted, I've been on the bench before and I hated it, so I just wanted to go from being a starter to a starter again. And so knowing that there's a spot open and it was already my spot that I was used to at left guard was pretty awesome. And knowing that there's already 4 guys who gelled so well together, and like you already know, they were successful last year, that was definitely an attractive part of Duke.
Jordan Larson has been a great addition to our offensive line room and our team and our offense. He's brought a lot of physicality, he's smart, he's a veteran player. He brings a great experience to us, and he's a great room guy. He works really, really hard, and that showed up all throughout the summer, and it really proved and helped us build trust within our O-line room, and it helped us gel, which is hopefully you guys have been able to see on the field. So that's been a great experience. I know he'll continue to do a lot of great things for us.
And the O-line's also just a great group of brothers. They really welcomed me in. Like I've been here since May, so like 4 months, and it feels like I've been here for 4 years. Like they tell me all the backstories and stuff, and they don't let me feel left out on their little inside jokes and stuff, and they've been very welcoming.
All right, the Duke football culture. I would say, just to break it down to one word, is just tough. What Coach Feely kind of harps on, especially in the summer workouts, families are created around tough times and the dinner table. So he creates those tough times every single day throughout the week when we're doing strength and conditioning, every single day. But we come together on the weekends and do a thing called brunch bells, where we all go in there, usually do position work before, lift, stretch, play ping pong, play cards, eat together, just kind of establish a family environment. But we all have a tighter bond because we go through those tough times together. It's not going to be easy for anyone, whether you're a transfer or a freshman. The work is going to be the same and no one can hide. But I feel like the fact that David Feely throws us in that daily kind of prepares us for big games, especially in away games like we have the one coming up.
I stand alone with fire and sun, with passion burning in my veins.
Turn up the heat on the competition this season with CPI Security, proud partner of the Duke Blue Devils.
Hey, what's up, roomie? I got us some Jersey Mike subs.
Danny DeVito? Are you my freshman roommate?
And that doesn't matter. This is a Jersey Mike's commercial where the subs matter most. I mean, look how big that is. We'd eat that for lunch and for dinner. Hey, we eat that. Hey, who let the rents in? You want a Jersey Mike's?
Introduce us to your new roommate.
Mom, it's Danny DeVito.
That's mine. Don't touch it. Where the subs matter most. It's a Jersey Mike's thing. A sub above.
From the mountains to the coast and everywhere in between, Duke's researchers are working hard for North Carolina, so you can be there for the moments that matter the most. From our labs to the ones you love.
Duke Research saves lives.
I stand alone with fire inside, with passion burning in my veins.
Duke senior All-American quarterback Chandler Rivers has been named to the 2025 All-State American Football Coaches Association Good Works Team. Rivers is the 11th Blue Devil in the last 13 years to earn the prestigious honor, which recognizes leadership in local communities and a commitment to giving back. Chandler's community service focus is on youth mentorship, children's health advocacy, and food and shelter outreach.
Well, I think being nominated for that award shows that, and how often Duke has someone nominated for it shows that we attract unique people. We attract people who excel at all things, and I think that sums up Chandler Rivers. He is a unique individual that is not just extremely talented on the field, but a fantastic person off the field, and cares very deeply for Duke University and our football program.
See how many Jonathan Packey brings. Only 3. Jennings a deep drop over the middle. Intercepted again. A diving pick by Rivers at the 38-yard line. This Blue Devil defense with their 5th takeaway of the night.
The athleticism and effort by Chandler Rivers there, magnificent, David. I mean, that's launching himself to dive almost like Superman in front of the football.
I'd say my favorite play for sure is the SMU interception, because that's a team that's from Texas. I'm from Texas, and I've always wanted to play against a Texas team in general. So, but that's probably my favorite play by far. Well, it was in a cover 2, and then he had one inside, so I slipped underneath him, and then the quarterback, the ball was a little bit off the mark, so I had to make him pay for that. So. And then I gotta say, the Florida State interceptions, consecutive years, that's just my favorite sequence, honestly, because I feel like growing up, you always see the Florida State brand, this and that. So being able to intercept them for a pick 6 twice is it's pretty cool. I feel like any kid, any dude would want to do that.
From the shotgun, it's Glenn. Takes the snap. The Littles rush 5. He's got some time to the right. Intercepted. Picked off Chandler Rivers. Down the sideline. 10-5. Touchdown. A pick 6. He did it last year in Tallahassee, and he did it again tonight.
Chandler Rivers with phenomenal patience on that play. Lets the route develop in front of him. Stays firm and reads the eyes of the quarterback to jump in front.
So from the shotgun, Travis and company need their own 18 for a first down on 3rd and 12.
Duke's gone to 3 down defensive linemen.
3 wideouts to the left. A slap of the hands for Travis. Here's the snap. They only rush 3. Back at his own end zone. A pump fake. Launches to the side. Tipped into the air and intercepted. And taking it back for a touchdown. It's Chandler Rivers with a pick 6. It popped up into the air. Stinson with the big hit. And the Beaumont, Texas native is in the end zone.
Wow, Chandler Rivers with the play of the game. just opportunistic in getting in underneath that ball that got knocked up into the air.
I feel like the biggest thing for me was like, of course, like honing on the film in the film room, like working on like seeing teams' tendencies and like just working on like my technique and like areas I can get better at, whether that's just backpedaling, press, like ball skills, just certain areas like that. But then also another big thing for me was like being a leader amongst like the team and amongst my position room. So that's just things I've been really honing in on.
They need the 35 for a first down. Out of the shotgun is Clark with Thomas standing to his right. Two wide receivers to the right, one to the left. Delayed handoff and drop for a loss. Brought down in the backfield by Rivers. Thomas back to the 19. A sack, a TFL, and it's time to punt for Elon.
Chandler, as what normally happens is not getting a ton of action when we're playing man coverage. And so what you have to learn how to do is you have to learn how to affect the game when the ball's not always being thrown your way. And that might be setting edges or tackling or who knows what, and just all of those have a role. And when you get to play an offense like NC State's, you will get attacked, and so just be ready because your time's going to come.
And from the shotgun, here's the snap. Ward looking to the left, backpedals. He's flushed to the right. Anthony got grabbed as he rolls to the right. Anthony in pursuit, and he's drilled as he let it go back over the middle. Intercepted by Rivers, picked off at the 40. Chandler Rivers with the interception, and for Rivers, that's his third of the year.
We have a very experienced defense like this year. I feel like that's one thing we didn't have as much last year as we do have this year. It's a very experienced defense. This is year 2 in the scheme, so that's always good for the most part. That's always good for a team being in year 2. And then we just have more vocal leaders, more leaders that can show you how it's done, and then you go out there and do it how they did it. So it's like the standard raises, and having older guys on the team does nothing but help that. So.
Duke All Access is brought to you by Gatorade, created to hydrate better than water. Gatorade, the official sports drink of Duke Athletics.
It's bow time. Breakfast, lunch, or dinner, the Carolina legend can make your tailgate a winner. We're talking crispy chicken, made from scratch buttermilk biscuits, and all the fixins to feed your crew faster than you can say touchdown. Let Bojangles do the cooking. Order your tailgate today. It's bow time.
We understand your time is important, and so is how you measure it. You may want a beautiful timepiece that's able to perform under intense pressure. Or you may want a chronograph with unparalleled accuracy and a sophisticated style. At Reed's Jewelers, you'll find the perfect watch to measure your time. Time is the currency of your life. Measure it well.
Thought they were out of style, huh? Well, check their new game day fit. Oh, snap! DirecTV got hot.
That's right. DirecTV is flexing with all those pro and college games at your fingertips. This ain't your dad's cable, son. It's couture.
Thank you. I got this. Catching your favorite teams is easy. Whether it's on live TV or streaming, your games are front and center.
We're talking tailor fit. DirecTV ain't playing.
They're playing football.
Well, yeah, obviously they're playing football, but they knew what I was talking about.
You look ridiculous.
I think you look nice.
Yeah, you look nice, too.
It's bow time. Breakfast, lunch, or dinner, the Carolina legend can make your tailgate a winner. We're talking crispy chicken, made from scratch buttermilk biscuits, and all the fixins to feed your crew faster than you can say touchdown. Let Bojangles do the cooking. Order your tailgate today. It's bow time.
Hear live, out-of-market play-by-play this year with the Varsity Network app. In a truly unique listening experience, capture every moment and all of the drama. Powered by Learfield, the Varsity app delivers the soundtrack of your favorite teams. Access live and on-demand audio broadcasts, plus over 100 official school podcasts for free through the Varsity app. Download the Varsity Network app today.
Duke Football 360 with Dave Harding.
Villanovana's coming to the line quickly. Mensah, handoff for Shepard, this time through the left side. Cuts right across midfield. Shepard's loose. Down the sideline, 30, and ripped out of bounds as he got to the 27-yard line. Quite a homecoming party for the Mandeville, Louisiana native.
Yeah, this isn't a surprise to anybody who's been watching the past couple weeks. He's shown flashes.
Coming into the season, Coach, running game was a big part of the emphasis. Some highlights there, including a true freshman running back in Nate Shepard.
Yeah, we wanted to be more explosive running the football. I think our offensive line has really done a really nice job this year. But Nate's addition to our roster And his ability to hit the hole and what he does afterwards has really helped us with explosive plays. And so here's one in the first quarter. And again, they got us in a light box. They're concerned about our receivers, which is what you want. So there's only 6 guys in the box. We've got good numbers. And again, what you just see right here is this, just fast through the hole, right? Quick decision making, able to run through tackles, and then look at how he delivers a blow. Look at the pad level, great leg drive, delivers a blow against a very experienced safety down the field for a first down, gets everybody fired up on the sideline. But same thing, just watch the vision. Everybody's really well blocked up. And it's the same thing, by the time the linebacker realizes where he's going, the cut, boom, he's in and out of the hole, and number 4 can't get him on the ground. So big time, get it against going, getting us down the field. Then you'll see again later, I think there's the first play of a drive. So this is more of an outside zone play. So again, what he's looking for is he's looking for the edge of the defense. Does a really nice job of finding it. We've got some good blocks out here on the perimeter. Look at Brian Parker taking his guy all the way 4 or 5 yards deep in the backfield, just staying on his block. And Nate's able to circle the corner. Now you see the speed once he gets to the edge. And same thing of just turning it again into not just a good run, but a first down run that gets us rolling down the field.
I felt like the patience on this play too, as he's setting it up to let the linebacker kind of dictate which gap he was going to defend, and then to bounce it right there was pretty amazing.
That's exactly right. And again, just this little stutter step right here, and 15 just comes at him, and then he's able to re-accelerate again, and that just makes it very difficult for a defensive player to handle. And then same thing, when you talk about speed through the hole, and again, first of all, a really, really well blocked up run, okay? Wide receivers like Angelo Anthony coming in to block the extra guy that they've got in the box. Okay, Bruno Fina right here at the point of attack, but just doesn't need invitation. Right through the hole. Now you're one-on-one with the safety, and again, makes that cut. See number 7, one-on-one, never even get a hand on him, and huge plays. And what you really want to have happen from this angle is you see just the great big hole to run through, right? But now the question is, what happens when you get to the second level? Do you have the ability to turn this to an explosive run? And that's what Nate's been able to do. Really, really impressive. Even right there, not running out of bounds to be able to get a couple extra yards for us. And then lastly, down here, a really well-designed 2-point play. Okay, again, they want to blitz the house. We got all kinds of traffic, all kinds of guys running, sort of underneath shallow routes. Darren's got to buy time because there's a free blitzer coming. Does a great job of backpedaling, makes the catch, and able to get 2 more points for us. So again, a threat that we'll be able to utilize more and more in the passing game as well, but just overall adding to the explosive nature of our offense.
Yeah, Nate Shepard, definitely somebody to watch as the Blue Devils head into conference play. They're going to need a lot out of the true freshman.